fall is ending in New York City, and in just 3 weeks, we're going to be in the winter. And now the leaves have mostly fallen off the trees, but 2 weeks ago, I got some good footage while it was still pretty. It's been a very mild fall in New York. I can't complain. It hasn't been too cold. I'm barely wearing a coat these days, but I know that winter is coming, so I'm preparing my orchids. I'm happy that everything was repotted already, and we just got to prepare. Um, I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I made some delicious cranberry sauce, a cheesecake, and some mac and cheese, and I spent it with my family. I had a really good time, and I came home with so many leftovers. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving, and I hope everyone is geared up for a good holiday. With that being said, let me show you what's in bloom for the end of fall. So my Dendrobium Minobi Purple Splash is still blooming. It had two spikes and now it's kind of starting to fade. You could see outside there's barely any leaves on the trees left as well. But I think I have the last week of this orchid. It only blooms, this one's only blooming for me once a year because it's a lot smaller, but the other one is blooming, which is nice. So you'll see that shortly. And now this one is my BLC Powella Spots. I've left it on this east-facing window for about 4 months now, and it rebloomed just from the east-facing window. So I wanted to see if it would be capable. So that was kind of nice to see. So some of the more compact cattleyas are capable of blooming if you get good light. This one gets about 4 hours of light in the morning. Maybe a little less right now that it's winter, so I probably won't be able to replicate that right now, but it's looking good. And yeah, you could see the leaves are all gone, so it's gonna start getting cold. Let me show you what's going on in the grow room where I have a lot more blooms, and I'll show you what's going on. I removed the little container to keep Zoe out of my plants. You guys know that she loves eating my orchids. She still does. Anyhow, that's Dendrobium New Hope Mini, which you guys saw last month. And this one is Dendrobium Pink Sparkle. This one is blooming. I have a lot of other orchids here, a lot of little cattleyas, little phals. My Hoyas are growing well. I need to re-trellis them. They're looking a little bit messy, and I use bonsai wire on a lot of them, which now they're getting kind of heavy and bending over. So I need to spend like maybe 2 hours next week figuring that out. This one is Lacunosa. It smells really, really good. Lacunosa Ruby Sue. Croniana's blooming as well. It's all the way in the back. You guys see that one a lot. And this one is Phalaenopsis Apricot Glow, which has been blooming for several months. It's just like the Equestris, honestly. It just keeps blooming and branching out. My catasetums are up there. They're still growing. They're still not dormant. My Morning Glory is almost done. It's on its way out. And then I have this Richard Mueller Laelia hybrid. You guys see this practically every single month. It's blooming again. The idea is right here. Angerii by Flava, 24 Carat by Richard Mueller. No idea on that one. It's just very, very vigorous. Vanda Twinkle has been blooming for about 2 months. It's still going strong. And then I have a Clandier hybrid back there with a sheath, and the Clandier is next to it. I hope a Clandier blooms very soon because now I've had it for 4 years. So we'll see. My phals are spiking. Now is the time, especially since the temperatures are cooling. This is Sharry Baby. Smells so good. This one is, I love this orchid. It just smells amazing. I have my mini phals here. This is my Sogo Vivian. We got double spikes coming in on it. And this one is getting tall, so we'll see if we can cut the stem on that maybe next year. And this other one, Jiaho's Pink Girl, I need to dry that crown. That one doesn't have a spike yet. Some of my Australian dendrobiums and propagations are here. And this one is Enobi Purple. This one is blooming again, which is really nice. And then this one is BLC Rustic Spots. I'll give you a closer look at that one. That's blooming. My Cattleya phacelis, it's the back bulb is kind of dying off like I showed you last time, but we have new roots and 2 new growths coming in, so this one will bounce back soon. I hope you guys use that tip I gave you in the last video to avoid that issue. Then we have an unregistered hybrid here, which is so beautiful. This one needs to get registered because it's so pretty. I know a lot of people with that one, so it's gorgeous. They got to register that one soon. Hawaiian Leopard Ling is also blooming. And I am noticing spider mites on some of my orchids. This one is Hawaiian Charisma. I just have to stay on top of the spider mites as it gets dry. You'll see the netting there that prevents Zoe from getting in. She will still get in. It's really, really frustrating. You could see bite marks everywhere. Anyway, let me show you the SLC Jungle Elf by Cattleya Kyoguchi. This is so beautiful. It looks like a beautiful sunrise. And that Kyoguchi in it, it smells like honeysuckle. It's really, really pretty. It's one of my favorites, honestly. The fragrance is strong. This one is pretty compact and it has quite a lot of flowers, and it's been improving over time. I repotted it in the spring. I'd say that this blooms so far twice a year. I've had this for maybe 2.5 to 3 years, so it took its time to get its stride. And I had another Kyoguchi hybrid in the past. I put it in semi-hydro. It didn't do so well when I got it out of semi-hydro, but that one also smelled like strong honeysuckle. I want to explore these Kyoguchi hybrids a little bit more because they do give a lot of flowers. They are fragrant and they're not big, so if you don't have that much space, I recommend you check them out. The next one is the Oncidium Sharry Baby Sweet Fragrance, and this one smells so delicious. A lot of people say that it smells like chocolate. Some people say it smells like vanilla. Others say it smells like honey. I think it's very beautiful, and it's one of my favorites. It hasn't bloomed for me in quite a long time, so I was happy to see it, and I'm going to stay on top of keeping it hydrated so it doesn't stall on me or grow its spike into its accordion leaves and then I miss it, you know. But there's so many different varieties of Sharry Baby. The sweet fragrance tends to have a longer spike. The leaves also tend to get spotted and a little bit ugly, but there's other Oncidium types, like sweet fragrance, that the leaves don't get as spotted, but it's not as fragrant. So keep that in mind. The spotted leaf version is the most fragrant. So it's worth it. It's so pretty, in my opinion. The next orchid is BLC Hawaiian Leopard Ling. This one had malformed flowers this time around, so I didn't record it, but sometimes it happens. This one I repotted. It's not all the time, but every once in a while it looks a little wonky. Still very pretty though, and fragrant. The next orchid is the BLC Hawaiian Charisma Hawaii. It's one of my favorites, and it's one of the reasons why I put a barrier for Zoe. You can see the bite marks on this, and I'm not happy because this is one of my favorite orchids. It smells like lemon sorbet. It's very strong. It's one of my first Cattleyas that I bloomed. I've had this one over 5 years at this point, and it didn't bloom that great this time around. I mean, I repotted it this summer, but the flowers are bunched together, but this one is totally worth it, and we have new growths coming in, so we'll get a better show soon. It blooms like 5 times a year. And the last orchid I want to show you is BLC Rustic Spots. Zoe also bit a little bit of it off, which is frustrating, but it's okay. It's protected now. This one is so pretty. It never had a fragrance before, but now it started developing like a light fragrance. It kind of reminds me of like suntan lotion. It's very pretty, spotted. And it blooms like 5 times a year. So the Hawaiian hybrids, Richard Mueller hybrids, those are rewarding. You just water them when dry, and they tend to constantly bloom for you. And that's what I have in my collection right now. We'll see what happens as we head into winter towards the end of the year, what wants to give me blooms. I have some dendrobiums in spike, which I'll show you next time, including my Aussie dendrobium. Otherwise, I'm going to prepare for winter, start getting the humidifiers out, And we'll keep taking care of the collection. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.